Gorilla Tag is a simple but fun game where the main goal is to be last one standing in a game of infection. Well, I'm sure you clicked on this video and you already know what Gorilla Tag is. But do you know what the game could be? Welcome to the very first episode of the Gorilla Tag What If series. In this series, we'll take a look into different ways Gorilla Tag can grow, change, or add new features. And today we're starting with a big one. What if Gorilla Tag added its own trading system? How would it work? And how would it look in the game? First, let's take some inspiration from a Gorilla Tag fan game named Animal Company. In that game, the goal is to find treasures, find loot, and upgrade your stuff, I guess. One of the key features in Animal Company is called the stash, where players can store items. So my question was, so what if Gorilla Tag had something like that? A stash where you could store and put items, and then later use to trade with others. But that raises a question. What items would you even be able to put in there? Let's start with the first idea. Shiny Rock vouchers. Imagine being able to craft a voucher that can give you shiny rocks. For example, if you collect 3 normal rocks and 1 shiny core, you would be able to craft a 250 shiny rock voucher. These materials would spawn around the map very rarely. This will make a pretty fun hunt to look around for these materials so you can craft it yourself. But here's where you can make it even more interesting. What if you can combine smaller vouchers to make bigger ones? So instead of them being worth a little, you can make them worth a ton of shiny rocks. You can then either cash them out or you can trade them for other items. Let's move on to another idea. Now, what if over at the wardrobe, you could send your cosmetics to your stash? And then you could choose to trade your items with another player. This would be a really fun way to recycle your items you don't want anymore, and maybe you can get back some of your shiny rocks in return. Of course, not every cosmetic should be tradable. Items like the finger painter badge, early access badge, and content creator items should not be allowed to be traded. But outside of that, imagine being able to swap hats, glasses, or seasonal items with friends. This would add a whole lot of community interaction. You could even go a step further. Gorilla Tag could introduce a special limited items during events, rare cosmetics or materials that only drop every once in a while. These would become super valuable in trades and give players something to chase after. So at this point, we've built a pretty solid foundation for a trading system in Gorilla Tag. But what could make it even better? Well, how about adding a way to earn voucher points playing the game? For example, every time you tag a player, or make it to last in a public lobby, you earn points. After tagging 200 players or surviving 100 rounds, you could unlock a voucher worth 500 shiny rocks. Now, that might not seem like a lot, but it's important that Gorilla Tag keeps its in-game economy balanced. After all, the developers still need a way to make money and support the game. Another fun way to earn rewards could be through something like the Monkey Biz quests. It could be challenges or missions that reward you with shiny rock cores or other materials. That way, quests feel more meaningful and worth doing. So what do you guys think? Would a trading system make Gorilla Tag better, or would it change the game too much? Comment down below your ideas. Thank you so much for watching the very first episode of the Gorilla Tag What If series. If you don't want to miss any future episodes, make sure you like and subscribe and hit the bell notification buttons to never miss an upload. And hey, join my Discord, it's linked down below too. And before you go, click the video that's on screen right here. It's another banger. Thanks for watching, and as always,
subscribe all.